You know, some people age like a fine wine, and some people age like a can of special brew left on a hot windowsill. Whichever one you are, get ready to talk about those pesky little emotions of yours, because it's time for another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings. Please welcome your host, Sam Lake. It was me the whole time. Hello everybody. Oh my goodness, welcome back to another episode of I've Had a Rosé, Let's Talk About Feelings, the show where me and a wonderful guest enjoy a beverage of their choice and talk about something they're passionate about. And you can already hear him giggling. It's the man who leaves the biggest cash tips at every bar in this great country of the United Kingdom. It's Phil Ellis!
Yeah!
Oh, performance anxiety.
Oh my God!
Someone's got
before.
Someone's got a floppy stand.
Sing! Come on guys, sing! Do something. Someone's got on here.
Have you... It just needs tightening. No, honestly not. Yeah. I don't think it's this, though. Which bit is it? Is it? Yeah. Is there one on the other side? Oh, hang on. How's that?
Oh, that's so much better.
Oh, there we go.
Hi, everyone. Phil Ellis here.
These are healing hands. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, here for a lovely weekend at Monkey Barrel.
I am. You can't get the angle on these.
No, it's hard to. You have to. The microphone is
by
the
Terminator.
The Terminator's penis had such good audio quality.
Oh my God,
that's a good feature. That's more a selling point than I know.
He's got a lens on it. For his OnlyFans.
No, that's for the end.
Leaking oil.
Why is it white? Stop it. No. Everyone stop it. We're silly today. We're in a silly mood. Yeah. I don't know if you remember, and I can't quite remember where it was. It was either at the Frog and Bucket or at Leicester Square Theatre. Mm-hmm. You hosted some competition that I did years ago.
Yes.
And you stood on a chair and whilst talking to a man in the audience, and you wrapped the microphone cable around your neck and threatened to kill yourself. Do you remember that?
That could be any good.
See, that's it. I worked out later. That's actually a continuing bit.
Yeah, I did. I went through a weird phase of trying to hang myself at gigs. It was. I do remember. Right, so I remember you at the Leicester Square. You won that, didn't you?
Maybe that's why you remember, because I
remember. Yeah, so I met you at the Leicester Square Theatre. So maybe in the Frog and Bucket. I don't think I could hang myself from the Leicester Square Theatre. I think I've tried. But
ceilings are quite high.
Too high to die. I did. Have you heard the Fast Fringe story about the hanging?
No.
There's an extra paragraph now on the Fast Fringe when you get confirmation that says if you're not going to do just stand up, you need to let us know what you do because of this event. So,
when you say not just stand, do you mean like characters or clowns?
If you're doing or any prop-based comedy,
physical comedy,
anything on comedy.
Yeah,
I was thinking of doing a clown show this year because they're crap, aren't they? You know, like.
We can't slag off clowns before having the martini.
Sorry, no, you're right. No, they're not crap. There's some great clowns, but some. I'm like going, why are we doing the show for you, mate? Just do it. Like going, chair, and you have to pick up a chair, and they go.
Oh, it's like when you go to a concert and then they do that with the mic and they go, you sing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I paid for this.
500 quid, Elton John. Come on, mate.
500 quid for Elton John.
Well, actually, no. So a friend of mine messaged, would you start to see Elton John? Because that's the only person I wanted to see live who I wasn't.
Oh, right. Not like would you check in on Elton John?
Yeah. Is he on the phone? His milk bottles are piling up again.
His stair lift's broken, he can't get upstairs.
It's halfway up.
So you were going to the concert?
I was going to, so they went, because I've always thought, like, I don't want to see Bob Dylan because he just doesn't care anymore. It's just like, what's the point of seeing him at this? Yeah, it's really funny. Norm Macdonald used to tell a story where he went to see him in concert once, and he changes all the songs now because he's so bored of them. So you don't know what he's singing. So he's doing like, my friend is blowing, but he's just doing it in a different rhythm and everything. I'm going, what the fuck is this song? You can't tell what he's saying.
Do you think he knows what he's saying?
I don't think he knows what's going on. I don't think he cares. It's just so much money. And then apparently he goes, he starts going, Ringo! Ringo! And everyone's going, what's he doing? He's going, Ringo! And then it cuts to the audience. So Ringo's in the audience, and it just cuts to him on the screen, and Ringo's like, oh, peace and love, peace and love. And he goes, what song do you want, Ringo? And Ringo goes, I don't know, Blowing in the Wind. And he goes, I've just done it. But no one knows what he's doing. So he's like, lady, lady. So I said, yeah, I'd love to see Elton John. And they said, yeah, so I had to get stupid expensive tickets. Only ones that left were like the VIP ones for $400. Yeah. And I went, listen, I'll pay for the ticket. That's what I want to see him. They went, yeah, it's quite expensive. I said, listen, I'm going to pay. And they went, right, it was £475. And I went,
that's insane.
Yeah, I will not pay that. So I went for free.
Was it $475 for like VIP?
Yeah, but
really good seats, or
so you're 4 rows back. And you get a box set of just like gold passport holders with EJ on. And your passport doesn't fit in it, by the way. So waste of time. I'm really looking forward to you doing that as well. And you get like luggage. I don't know why they're asking you to leave the country. Go and see Elton John and then leave.
I'm so confused. Why are you getting a passport holder and luggage?
I don't know. It's like luggage tags.
Oh, right.
But it was all based on travel. And like...
Oh, like you're on EJ... Oh, because it's like EasyJet.
Oh, no, but that does make more sense. Oh. Just Elton John.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're just riding on Elton John Airways, hopefully. So you get extras included.
Yeah, like a limited edition poster. And but I don't know why I didn't want to be that close. It wasn't a great show, weirdly. I thought it was going to be so big. But
quite
it was
intimidating, I would have thought. To be so close.
No, he's not a very intimidating presence, to be honest. He kept doing this weird thing where he'd
not since the fall, no.
But I thought there'd be like loads of dancing and big, but it wasn't. It's just videos, like really cheap looking, like music dance videos. So they just had loads of dancers behind him dancing on a video.
Yeah,
it was like a personal advert. They were just wearing like red t-shirts, like going like this. And I was like, this isn't a show. And then the rest were just like loads of old people. Oh. Playing instruments.
Yeah.
So then Elton would do a song. He'd be like, Street Fighting Man, all that stuff. And then he'd go like, that's Rolling Stones. Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
Yeah.
You know the one. Anyway, doing his song. And then he'd go, finish, and he'd go, and he'd get like all the momentum he could to stand up, and then he'd just do that, and then he'd slump back down. And get into sacrifice. It's just like, why do I want to be close for this? I can hear his knees on that cliff. I don't want it.
Lovely bit of additional percussion.
Yeah.
So going back to Chortle.
Oh yeah, sorry. So
you threatened to kill yourself.
Good job you're here, Sam. I've been talking.
Well, if I wasn't here, it'd be a different podcast.
Why does filmmakers come in? We're not even recording it.
He sat on the sofa alone.
Yeah. He just broke in. Well, thanks for asking. I was I think I'm drunk. What time is it?
We haven't started drinking yet.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. What?
They know what's going to come up. Don't worry, it's not like a surprise.
It's 10 p.m. So
it's 10 p.m. somewhere.
I'm not drunk, by the way.
We're not here to judge
so much.
You are in leather.
I've tried to blend in with the sofa.
You have.
I think it's just a floating head. Short fast fridge. The irony. It's taken me an hour to get around to it. So I'm going to do the fast fridge. So the fast fridge, as we know, but perhaps your viewer doesn't know. That's just a joke.
Little peek behind the curtain. It's fine.
It's quite nice having like a bit of a crowd. It's like when when you like old, well, actually like daytime shows. And then when you just hear the crew laugh a bit. And you can see the presenter really getting into it. I like that. Anyway, back to the story. So, the irony then, as soon as I said that, killed the room.
Nothing. Claire and you and not a peep out of them.
So I'll go to the fast fridge. So the fast fridge, for you people at home... Oh, you might be on the move. I mean, I don't know what your habits are. You could be in transit as we speak, in a shipping container, being sex trafficked.
but still access to a phone. And they've decided the best use of it is to download this podcast.
We can ping our location. No.
We don't know where we are in the Mediterranean Ocean, but hey, there's always time for a laugh, isn't there?
Battery runs out before I get to the end of the story. They'll never know. So the Fast Fringe is a show where comedians, or any performer really at the Fringe, fucking, I was seeing it this year, I had to bring on like a band in zoot suits. I was like, fucking hell, mate, you've got 3 minutes and they're all there, double bass.
Were they still under the banner of comedy?
No, there was a bit where he made a joke about an accordion, but... lame, innit? Oh, boring, accordion-based humour, boo! Hack!
Too mainstream.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out which way it would do that. Is that way, isn't it? That's whoop.
And then everyone's excited. This is going somewhere, this is.
Ooh, accordion. I'm sweating too much in this, but I feel like I can't take it in case we need to edit. Take it off.
So everyone gets 3 minutes.
Everybody gets 3 minutes.
Predominantly comedians and sometimes some other people.
Some other people. So you go in, you do your 3 minutes, and then at the end you go, hey, my show's on at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
Come and see it. And people go like, oh, it's quite a good show in a way, because if you can't be bothered.
It's only 3 minutes, and if it's bad, you're out quite quickly.
Exactly. Yeah. You're in and out. So I was on my way to do it. I was on about 10th out of 15 people.
Yeah.
And I'd just done my show, and as I was leaving my show, I realised Chortle had just given me 3.5 stars.
How generous.
For that year, it was. I've had 1 year where my show I wasn't happy with, and it was that year. So looking back, they were right. But at the time...
Never say that.
No, someone said that to me. I was like, no, it is... I thought it was generous. It was a weak show. Really good opening, great ending.
Soft middle.
Soft middle.
Like a Mars bar.
Yeah, if you like. How would you get a soft middle? Don't make any sense, does it, as a jet? Could you? Anyway, can you have a flaccid centre?
A wobbly core.
A wobbly core. Core.
Yeah.
Turn into like a carry-on podcast. Confessions of a podcaster. It's like a flump. So,
well, no, because no,
right.
It's because you're fiddling with this. There she is.
There we are. So, we're going to the Fast Fringe.
And you're on 10th.
I'm on 10th.
It's your time to shine.
It's my time to shine. Following a juggler, and so I'm on my way. And as I get there, I realise they give me 3.5 stars. I was like, oh. So I go on stage, and on it you have a TV screen with your show on, and what time you're on, and everything. Yeah. So that faces the audience, and I just went on. I went, do you know what? I said, Chortle have just given me 3.5 stars. I went, well, fuck you, Chortle. And I turned the screen round so you can see when I was on. I said, I don't want you coming to my show. I said, and Chortle's trying to kill my career. I went, well, here you go, Chortle. This is what you want. So I stood on a chair, as was my want. Yes. And then I threw the mic lead over the lighting rig, which you're all too familiar with my work. And then I wrapped it around my neck, and I got a lady on the front row to pull it really tight. I went, make it taut. So I was on my tiptoes. Yeah. And she pulled it. And I went, right, someone kick the chair. That's what Chortle want. Kick the chair. Just kick it away. So no one would ever do that. Anyway, that day, a guy got up, and I went, oh, he's not going to, is he? And he walked over, and I went, surely he wouldn't. And he just went, and he pulled the chair, and I just went. So now I'm hanging by my neck. So I was going, fuck it. And I'm looking, and he's just stood there on the chair, like going, huh? Expressionless. I was like, is this how I die? At the Fast Fringe. After 3.5 stars. And give me another half, in honour. But then, so I'm hanging, going, but then I see the lighting rig's wobbling. So it can't, and I was like, I can't grab it because it will come down, and it's going to come down on the audience. Because it was hovering, and I went, I don't want to kill people. so I will die. I was like, well, this is it. So I went, well, maybe the lead will just come down. But rubber's got a lot of traction.
Grippy.
Yeah, very grippy.
Yeah.
So I'm going... So I look at my friends. I go, Joey Page is there. I went, he'll help me. And he just turned the screen round so people could see what time I was on. And I was going... So then my friend Claudia... is in tears. Who was running the Fast Fringe? Was really distressed by it all. My friend Kate was the same, and everyone's looking very concerned, and yet no one's doing anything. So I'm still hanging. So I'm hanging for a good bit, and then Gabriel Aburi came over and held me up like he'd caught me mid-strangle wank and gone wrong. Like he'd opened up a garage and I was just like an orange in my mouth and stuff. So he's like holding me up. And then I was like going, and then luckily I managed to get it off. And then I just went, what's wrong with you? And they go, you asked me to do it. I mean, that was my bit. So then I flyed. 5:30, just a tonic. And then I went outside and I saw him again. I went, what are you doing? I thought you wanted me to do it. And it turned out, and I didn't know this, because there'd been 3 magicians had been on before me, all doing weird tricks.
And they thought you were a magician.
So they thought it was a trick. So they thought I was going to like hover and then fly out the venue or something. But that's why he was just stood there going, I don't get it. What's the trick? And I was just going,
That would be the sad thing if you died people thinking you were a magician.
Yeah, like Tommy Cooper. But yeah, so that's why I don't do that bit anymore.
Yeah, because you nearly died.
Yeah,
it's like the start of Final Destination.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But set at the Fringe. Yeah.
Final Destination, the Fast Fringe.
The Fast Fringe.
I might take my jacket off. I'm too sweaty.
Well, do you want to have a little sip of your martini as well? I feel like you've earned it now.
I should keep the jacket on whilst I do that, shouldn't I, really?
You can do whatever you like. You also said you might take your shirt off as well.
Well, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes.
I'm just going to take... This is what they want.
Is there any way to zoom in on just this bit? Yeah. Hefty nod from you in. There we go. We got it. We got it. We got it. Are you comfortable?
So much, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, very comfortable. Thank you.
It's the pressure of having a laugh.
I know. I've had a really lovely time already.
Good. Me too.
I'm actually quite upset. I've got to do 3 gigs today. So they're not going to reach these levels. Okay,
well, you can have a sip now.
I've just realised as well. This is my choice of drink.
Yes.
But do you like?
I drink martini? Whatever the guest has, regardless of whether I like it or not. Really? And I do quite enjoy an espresso martini. I do.
Oh, well then, cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, and listen, just drive carefully when you go. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Christ. Right, I'll come to you. No, I'll come to you. You've been through a lot. Go under the mic? Okay.
This is a fucking disaster. Cheers. Name's Ellis. Phil Ellis. It's good job I'm not on the pole. Yeah, so that's why I'm really good at comedy. I tried to kill myself.
Oh, on the pole.
Yeah.
He said it's a good thing I'm not on the pole.
On the pole.
No, on the pole.
On the pole, that was horrible, wasn't it? I don't think I've used that term for hours. What a horrible term. What does it even mean?
We were already in a giggly mood before the... And there's something in the air. There's a threesome.
Threesome? Oh, nice.
There's a threesome on
thank you very much. Thank you. And yet there's 4 of us, so one of you is going to film. Or do shifts.
We just like rotate.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Why is an espresso martini your drink of choice?
Me and Matt Ewing's got addicted to these years ago. When we did my kids show Funs and Games 2s.
Would you give the children espresso martinis?
No. I mean, that probably would have been less inappropriate than the actual show itself. We did it again this year at the Fringe, and my favourite bit was at the end. It's like a kids' show, where the humour's over the kids' heads. It's not rude, but the kids just don't know what's going on. And this kid at the end of the first one he was so hyperactive, so I kept giving him as much sugar throughout the show just to wind up. His dads were just going like, I'm sorry. I'm going, it's fine. More sugar. And he stands there at the end and goes, let's have a winking competition. And I went, oh. So yeah, I mean, you can see where my comedy genius brain's going. So I went, No, I said, you did say winking competition, didn't you? I was like, as if not, I know who my money's on. That gives you an idea of the show. And we used to do this kids' show in the Assembly Gardens in like the... because the first one had gone well, so they put us in a bigger venue in like the Round. It's like a circus tent. And it was really funny because Goose, the sketch group, and now it's sort of moulded with Gates, so it's like Tarot is the new, very good sketch group. And he would be looking... He'd be back going into their show, and he'd look over, and you could just see through the gap in the fence back behind the stage where all the funs and games like were. So it'd be me and Matt Ewins and Will Duggan and Mick Ferry. Like, it sounds grim already, all just chain smoking and drinking pints. And like 1 in the afternoon, like, and all these kids going in the other door, going like, yeah. Going, let's go on and get this and stubbing a fag out and going, funs and games. So anyway, so that year. We got the disc out the Assembly bar, and they started doing espresso martinis, and that was it. We just got addicted to those because that was back in the day when I used to drink in Edinburgh till like 5. I mean, may have changed a lot now, but I used to drink quite late.
Yeah, you've waited until 10 p.m. today.
Yeah. And, but it was good. That was it. So I got addicted to them, and then I've not drunk for years until this year. I realised I was getting really tired before Matt Ewan's show, so I was doing that at 9 p.m. every day.
Yeah.
So, him and Kate, his partner, who's in the fiance now, who's in the show as well, they were getting back on the espresso martinis. So they welcome, basically.
It's both tasty and functional.
Yeah, gives you a little bit of energy, but you're still in the game,
In the game?
I don't know what that means. It was really fucking boring, that explanation. Though,
the winking contest.
It went on way too long, didn't it?
Do you ever feel...
Espresso tears. It'd be funny if I was sweating, I did that, and it came out that colour.
I might just hold on to this because I think I'm laughing so much my eye's starting to twitch.
Do you get a twitch in your eye?
I do all the time.
I get a twitch in the eye. Is it the right one?
Yes.
Is it weird? I get that sometimes. My dad goes, "You're twitching again."
Also, you can find it on my Instagram. I last Fringe developed a twitch in my right tit.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's something to look at afterwards.
There you go. We're up for another winking competition.
I'll see you there, bro. It's not a wink or a twitch. Oh, damn.
Do you ever feel any kind of like stigma to ordering a fancy cocktail as a man?
Not really, no. I mean, I never used to like people ordering cocktails when I was queuing behind them.
Because they take a long time.
Because it takes so long. But now, thanks to no one caring anymore, they just come out the tap, don't they? So I don't feel
draft.
as bad. They just draft. I have a draft martini.
A draft martini.
Shaken. Oh, it's in a pint glass. So I don't feel as bad. I don't mind ordering anything, really. I think things have changed now, isn't it? I know they're saying that. I love drinking in old man pubs, like little old, like, still got nicotine stains on the...
Yes.
I used to drink when I lived in Haringey in London. My friends went, "Oh, do never go in this pub." And it's called like the Oldie Ale Emporium. So I immediately went into it.
I think I've been there.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's the only place in London you can get a pint for £3, 10 pence. And the people in there were fantastic. There was Attila, a Hungarian guy who kept getting banned.
Attila the Hungarian?
I know. I wish I'd done it. I wish I'd said that. As soon as I said it, I went, "Oh, I've missed something there, haven't I?"
This feels like a moment in the movie where I just go to him. It's what he's always wanted to hear.
And take the mic off.
Say those three little words, Attila the Hungarian.
Running through Edinburgh.
So you'll have a little sip of whatever.
Yeah, but I went. If you go to the old Ale Emporium, my friend Graham, who was in there, was a regular. Was a well, he had no arms and legs. Is that quadriplegic?
Yes. Yeah.
So he had no arms and legs, and so but he was a chain smoker. So he'd have a bum bag, and you would have to go. So he'd just say you had to go in his bum bag and give him the cigarettes and light it.
Oh wow!
For him, and he'd have 2 straws, one for his cannabis oil and one for his drink.
Yeah.
But it was like I mean, how do you mind me asking how you get the cigarettes rolled? So he'd have a friend would come round on a Monday and roll all of his cigarettes for the week. Good to have friends, isn't it? But he was fun.
Yeah.
Attila the Hungarian kept getting banned for he'd sometimes be a bit sexist, let's just say. He'd sometimes whistle people going past, so then the landlady would ban him. And he'd spend 3 months in the pub opposite, like going...
Just whistling from the other side of the road.
If anything, he's closer. He's got a better eye line there.
How... I simply have to make an attempt to keep us on track.
Oh, sorry.
But I sort of don't want to. How does an espresso martini make you feel? Besides, like, feeling, like, buzzy and, like, a little bit tipsy because of the alcohol, like...
It makes me feel...
Mood-wise.
Well, it makes me feel like I'm not drinking alcohol.
Because it's so tasty.
It's so tasty. Because beer's horrible, isn't it, really? You think about it.
I've always thought beer is too yeasty.
Yeah, I don't like IPAs and things. They're even yeastier.
I'll do a cider because it's kind of, like, fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I find they're a bit too sweet almost.
See, I quite like sweet.
Right. Okay.
How do you feel about a tomato juice, a vodka tomato juice or something?
Well, I've got a fear of tomatoes.
An actual fear?
Well, I won't say it's a fear. It's a phobia. I've linked it back to Grease 2.
Grease 2, the film?
The film, yeah.
Right.
I've not got a phobia of Grease, believe you. My heart will tell you a very different story. Love the Grease. I love how I keep looking down the camera. Like,
yeah, you do.
Pathetic, innit?
No. No one's really sort of, like, given so much attention straight down the lens.
Yeah.
I think
I'm trying to look into the souls.
I think you heard me say OnlyFans and you were like...
Oh, here we go. Let's earn that money. Come on, Timmy.
You have a fear of tomatoes?
I've got a fear of tomatoes. No, the sauce. No, actually, it's weird now. It's kind of developed now, so I can have. When I was a kid, my mum would get those really cheap pizzas at like $12 for a pound. You know what I mean? And I'd scrape all the top off and eat the bread.
That's okay.
Weird, yeah. And as I got older, I can now have pizzas with tomato sauce on. I actually like the sauce in that, and I like lasagna. And lasagna. And I won't say lasagna. I refuse.
Are you sponsored by Dolmio? Every podcast you have to do, you have to say lasagna at least 6 times.
That'd be so sad, wouldn't it? I see things like my mates like Chris Ramsey like promoting something he's got free, or like Joe Lycett, but I've got the, and I'm just there with Dolmio. Phil's always eating a lasagna in his post. So I'm going on tour this year. The tour's called Dolmio is Nice. Yum yum Dolmio. Yeah, I like it when we did a pilot for that kids show at the. I don't know why, that just made me think of this. You know, we're not allowed to actually mention brands or anything.
Yeah.
So the BBC can't mention brands, and we did. We gave a prize out, which was against the kids show. If you ask me, we did. But in the pilot we did, and it was they won a trip to Disneyland Paris.
Oh wow!
But I wasn't allowed to say that, so I was stood there on the screen. And I just went, "So you've won a trip to Paris to visit the theme park." Weird. It's
just the theme park.
The theme park. And there's another theme park going, we didn't give away free tickets. Oh, sacre bleu. We didn't give away free tickets. None. Biletto.
I didn't know you spoke French.
No. Is that right? Is that ticket? Biletto, yeah.
No. No, it
take
is. I'm thinking what it is in Spanish.
Spanish, yeah. Quisiera uno billetto por el theme parco, por favor.
Sí.
We.
Wait.
Oh yeah, so Dolmio. Oh yeah, so tomatoes.
Well, actually, actually it's Dolmio. Actually, it's tomatoes. Actually, it's Grease too.
I just asked you, do you like espresso martini? Why you like espresso martini?
I asked you how they make you feel, and you said, I feel the same way about them as I do about the film Grease 2.
Yes. So, Grease 2. So, I've got better with sauce as things have progressed in my mind. But, so I'm getting a little bit better.
Okay.
But generally, sauces I had a problem with. And then people say, well, what about soup? And it's not sauce.
That's not the same.
Exactly. Thank you. So, don't ask me anymore. Soup is fine. But, so tomato sauce in Grease 2, there's a scene where Michelle Pfeiffer's eating a beef burger.
Is Michelle I've never seen Grease 2.
Grease 2's brilliant.
Is it?
No. but it's a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it's not The Godfather Part 2, but it's fun.
And Michelle Pfeiffer eats a nice sandwich.
Well, I was at an age where they weren't working yet. I was only 23, and so my genitals weren't doing the thing yet. I wasn't. I was about
when you said they,
7 or 8.
I thought you were saying it was Michelle Pfeiffer's earlier career. She hadn't really established herself yet, but you were talking about your cock and balls.
What I mean is, I was looking at this very beautiful lady in a film.
You knew you liked to eat a sandwich.
She looked great, and there was something like going. But obviously, I'm just at a point where you're just enjoying films. And then she ate a burger, and tomato sauce ran down her face onto the table, and it was down her hand, and that's kind of the bit. Because the cool rider, who's an English guy, who's secretly a cool rider. I don't want to ruin it.
All right.
No spoilers.
When did it come out?
1980. And, I just remember this tomato sauce just like pouring, cascading down her hands. I was just going, oh, the inhumanity. Why is no one doing anything?
I thought this sounded sexy at first, but now it makes it
Oh, it made me feel, something about eating, I've got to probably. So it made me feel physically sick. You hear that, Michelle? You ruined my chances of enjoying tomato sauce. But yeah, so I think it's Grease too. Could be something else. I was diddled with when I was trying to buy a tomato. Can we cut that? He was called Mr. Hines. It's a lovely man, I think. I used to look after an old man when I was a kid, right? I used to go into his garden.
No.
This is true.
What sauce did he get covered on him? Is this why you can't have mayonnaise?
My sandwiches are so dry, I hope you're happy now. So dry.
Butter?
Butter, yeah, no, I'm all right with butter. Have you seen Last Tango in Paris?
No.
Oh, well, that's something to look up. Yeah. So, I used to look after this guy when I was a kid. I used to earn money, get pocket money by going cleaning people's cars badly. I go, do you want your car washed? And they go, oh, just give me a call. Right. Then they just watch you going, oh, if you didn't scratch it. I'm going, yeah. So this old guy was on his own. I was doing his garden. I said, I'll do your garden for you. And he was like, yeah. And his son had died in a mountaineering accident. And his daughter, he had an estranged daughter due to her husband. All these things. So I was probably a bit too young to process all this, but he told me nonetheless. And I realised he was quite lonely, so I would go around and look after him and play little drafts with him and stuff on the weekends and after school.
Yeah.
And he's a lovely guy. And then we moved away. And I remember my dad would come round very early on just to stand in the corner and just sort of meet him. And I realised as I got older, that's why, just to make sure he wasn't a pest.
Yes.
And
a diddler.
Yeah. And I thought when I got older, I went, isn't it nice that I went and looked after this nice man and it wasn't weird at all. And I remembered once when I was moving away and he went, don't worry, he says, you can always stay over. I've got the spare room, if you want to stay. And I went, oh, thanks, man. And if you get cold, you can always get in my bed for a warm.
Oh,
and
here we go.
Oh, do you know what? Maybe he was, and he just never quite found the right time.
He just didn't have any riz. We're trying to appeal to a younger demographic. And I think you can agree. I think someone should check that there isn't like a carbon monoxide leak or something in the studio. We have to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because I know we're taking too long.
What a seamless link.
Talking of messy paedophiles. Oh, you've hardly touched your martini, by the way. Have a little sip. Enjoy yourself. Kick back. You've been through a lot. Oh, dear.
Yum, yum. Dolmio. Sorry.
Right.
How can I help you? Thanks for coming. How are you tuning next week? I'll be interviewing.
I think that sums up succinctly why you like an espresso martini. Let's talk about. I think we can agree.
Put that to bed.
You've been very reserved thus far. Let's talk about something you're passionate about to finally open you up a little bit. Every guest brings a topic that they'd like to talk about, something they're passionate about, and you chose the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I don't know. I have seen the film, not recently, and I've seen some of the remakes.
Yeah.
Was there a bit? Is this your favourite film?
No. I'm not that keen on it, for honest. Take it or leave it. It sounded funny when I was being asked to say. No, I like it's a seminal horror film, one of the most important horror films of all time. Directed by Toby Hooper in 1973, I believe.
Is that his actual? You actually know Toby Hoop?
Toby Hooper, actual Texan. It's a great film. There's no blood in it really, but yeah, it's got this really horrible feeling to it. The feeling of dread throughout the entire thing, and it still makes me feel a bit uneasy. And I love horror films, and I think it's really important. And
well, I was going to ask, do you like a horror film? Do you like that unsettled feeling?
I watch a lot of my old family videos.
Or just any of the sets where you've threatened to kill yourself on stage.
The Chortle Massacre. 12 jugglers died. 4 stars. Got more than me. And I died in it.
Why do you think you enjoy the unsettled feeling?
I don't know. Because at least it's like I'm ready to be unsettled.
Well, so you watch it when you're ready to feel unsettled.
Yeah.
You don't enjoy an unsettled feeling just like all of the time.
No, like I was looking through Instagram the other day and I was looking at some videos. It was great. It was a dog making spaghetti, right? I don't know if it was real or AI.
And what sauce was on the spaghetti? I hope Dolmio.
Yum yum.
Good for humans and dogs.
Give your dog Dolmio. It's a Thursday. It's Dog Dolmio Day.
If it's good enough for Michelle Pfeiffer.
If it's good enough for Michelle. Keep it in the bun, Michelle. Keep it in the fucking bun. Keep that sauce in your bun.
It's the eye contact with the lens as well as you say it. We're not going to send it to her.
She'll find it. I'm sure she does what I do and types her own name into search engines. Every morning, I type in Phil Ellis wanking and just see how often it comes up. That's actually Phil Ellis wanking. Where'd you get that one from? Oh yeah, I posted it on Thursday when I was drunk. I forgot. One like. Chortle. Isn't it funny when like politicians retweet porn on Twitter by mistake? Funny, isn't it?
Has that happened as much as we think? There was that guy who watched porn in the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, really?
And now he's not an MP anymore.
Oh.
And I think he said, I was actually looking at tractors.
Wait, is it caught on the... Is he watching it in the... Is it filmed during the...
He's not yanking it in the Houses of Parliament. He's got his phone out and other MPs sat behind him could see what was on his phone. And
That's so funny.
I think he maybe had a tab open with porn on it.
Right.
And then was looking at something about tractors and then went to the wrong tab.
Why are you looking at tractors anyway? Why are you looking at tractors anyway in the Houses of Parliament?
Maybe he has a farm?
Ugh. And they got loads of land, farmers, eh? I was thinking this the other day.
Yeah, someone should look into that.
Yeah. Where are you getting it from? Mate?
Oh, for your crops?
Yeah. Your hands are dirty and you're unkempt. How have you got all this land? Where's your tweed? Farmers, I'm coming for you. And your land.
They've had it notably, like, quite easy.
Yeah, they have actually.
Farmers. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
Does the Texas Chainsaw Massacre take place on a farm?
Kind of does, yeah. No,
Great.
you're right.
We are staying on topic.
That's what you should call it. Sam is staying on topic. Staying on topic. We should do this on a roundabout. Don't know why I said that. I don't know why. I thought it'd be funny. We're just going round and round, and the camera is going
in a car or sat in the middle of the roundabout.
I meant like a roundabout in a playground. Well, we could do it on a roundabout. That'd be fun.
Like the teacups.
Yeah. But we should do it in teacups. Oh,
I've got motion sickness.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Oh no, do you have to take tablets for it?
I do.
Yeah. And do you drive?
No, can't drive.
You're not allowed because of the motion sickness?
No, I just not learned.
What? Right, okay.
I'm a passenger princess,
let's do it. So, that's your clutch.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay.
Right, let's get it in first. Okay. So, you put your foot down the clutch.
Which one?
Left.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm clutching.
The brake's there.
I'm sat on the left of this sofa, but am I on the right-hand side of the car?
You're on the right-hand side of the car.
Yeah.
So you got your gear stick there.
Sure do.
And if you're America...
It's not for you.
No, this is not for you. All right.
Yeah,
Vote Trump. So, put your foot... Make it great again. Stop eating the cats and dogs. That's topical, isn't it? So, saw a video. Someone did a remix of it.
Yeah.
So put your left foot down. That's on the accelerator. So you're going to bring this into first, which is left and up. Yeah, left and up. That's
Could you not reach through the window, please?
I need to see your license and registration. Now, hands on the wheel.
I don't have a license yet. You're teaching me to drive.
Get out of the vehicle. You've killed a whole family back there. Before you got in the car. Did it with a stick.
And they own a lovely farm.
Yeah, lovely farm. Yeah. If you learned to drive, you'd have been out. You wouldn't have got caught. You've been in this car for half an hour. Oh.
They're coming for me.
You hear the siren? It's great, that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, now you learn to drive.
I feel like I'm ready. I've had a martini. I've had a lesson. I'm going to get behind a car.
Let's do this. To Texas.
It's probably fine there.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want over there.
I'm still in the limit, surely. I've only had one draft espresso martini.
Well, on camera. I saw you through the window. It was okay, but...
That was cowpole.
That was it? Cowpole.
Cowpole.
Oh, it's effective. It's kicking in.
I realised I say petrol funny. I just did it, didn't I? Petrol.
Oh, petrol. Petrol.
Petrol.
I need some petrol in the engine.
You're not going to believe this.
Oh, my God.
We're nearly out of time.
Well, I hope that's cleared everything up. Oh, I hope I didn't...
No, I think you've said everything you need to say about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
It's a great film. Toby Hooper, very underrated, created some great films. His Canon trilogy, check it out. Life Force, Invaders from Mars, and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, which is insane.
Do you like the remake? I saw Netflix did a remake.
Now...
That was
weird.
This
is controversial, yeah.
Go on.
I actually quite liked it.
Did you? Did you like it?
But they did this stupid thing where they tried to do it like Halloween. They went, we need the original last girl to come back. And it makes sense because the actress is dead anyway. So he's got an actress to come in.
Is she?
Yeah, she died a few years before this film. And then so an old lady comes in with a shotgun as if she's trained her whole life to kill this guy, Leatherface. And then she just, spoiler, then she just gets like killed in seconds. But you're like, well, I don't even know who she was anyway, really. It doesn't really give her enough. Oh, it's weird. That bit's rubbish, but the rest of it's quite good.
Is it like when Jamie Lee Curtis comes back for all the Halloween films?
Yeah, but that was done quite well because you know she's so associated with it. But this woman's not even the original.
Was it done well, though? Because wasn't there one of the films in the Halloween series where they're just like, oh, that didn't happen?
Yeah.
We're just going to pretend like that one didn't happen.
Everything from the first one apparently didn't happen.
It doesn't happen now.
Yeah. I quite like the second one, the original one. But John Carpenter wrote it and he was drinking heavily at the time and he didn't want to do it. Oh. So then he made it that Michael Myers was Jamie Lee Curtis's character's brother, which makes no sense. Laurie Strode. So.
Yeah.
So anyway, thanks for listening, Dolmio. Listen, Dolmio for your dogs.
Hey.
Get it on a dog. Get it in your oven. You're welcome.
Those people in Springfield, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. They're not just eating the animals raw.
No.
They're cooking them, they're putting them in a nice stew.
Put them in a nice little pot. Crumpling that Alsatian into a nice pot.
We got one thing left to do with you before we wrap up the main episode. Cool. And then we're going to do a little extra, little nugget with you. That I'll explain how you can listen to that in a bit.
These guys.
Start with these. We're going to do something with you called Quick Fire Feelings.
Cool.
Emphasis on quick. I'm going to say some things and you just tell me how they make you feel.
Okay.
Feel free to tell me whatever stories you'd like to say. First thing we ask this to all of our guests, how do you feel about dark chocolate?
Bitter. Reminds me of my dad on a nice cold winter evening. A little bit of a Bourneville. Bit of Bourneville.
Yeah, Bourneville, yeah.
Bit of Bourneville, baby.
Bit of Bourneville.
Bit of Bourneville. Bit of Bourneville, buddy. It's such a trait from the north. Half a little bit of Bourneville before Christmas.
Your dad sounds like a lovely man. How do you feel about the Battle of the Boyne?
Oh, I love celebrating it, and I'm glad my phone reminded me. Big fan. My favourite battle is the Battle of Stamford Bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Look it up. I'll tell you more, but it's got to be quick, apparently. Unlike the Battle of Stamford Bridge.
How long did that take?
It didn't take long, actually, to be honest. A lot of the Vikings were asleep on one side of that. Don't matter. Look it up.
Spoilers.
It's got a spoiler for it. It was just before the Battle of Hastings. That's why King Harold lost, because they were all very tired. Yeah, so it would have been 1065. Oh God, I feel embarrassed now because I don't. Oh, it would have been. Yeah, no, it might have been 1060. But basically, then they went from that to the Battle of Hastings, so there was a little bit of fatigue involved.
Okay,
and they won the Battle of Hastings, but they broke the Saxon formation, which is when the conquerors' troops got in because they got arrogant. Anyway, but yeah, good battle.
How do you feel about chewing on a dry Weetabix?
Oh, never thought about it until now.
How does it make you feel?
Makes me feel flaky.
Yeah, fair enough, actually.
Flaky and brittle.
Fair enough. Finally, how do you feel about Luxembourg?
Oh, big. Love those. I nearly said trials back to the Nuremberg trials. Luxembourg, not a big fan
the
of
Luxembourg trials are actually quite fun. It's an inflatable assault course. It's a bit slippery.
It's like an escape room. Yeah, but I like Luxembourg. And I'll be there on tour this year at the Luxembourg Chuckle Fuck.
Who's the contact at the Luxembourg Chuckle Fuck?
It's Pedro. Pedro Boyne. I'll do. A recent word I've heard. Sorry, guys. I'm just thinking about Dolmio. Sorry, salivating. Brown liquid.
Phil.
My arse is always salivating. Sorry.
Hey, have you had a nice time?
A lovely time.
Good.
The only thing is, I've had so much fun. Nothing can match this now.
Nothing's going to top it. Well, we're going to chat for a bit after this episode is done, just for a little bit of extra content. We haven't got a name for it yet. I'm thinking we might call it the extra sip. What do you think of that?
Oh, that's a good idea.
An extra sip.
The last drop.
The last drop.
Yeah.
We'll call it last drop. Do you prefer extra sip?
I don't like either.
What do you want to call it, Claire?
Extra shots.
There's going to
do something with shots.
A shot.
Extra shots, yeah.
A shot at redemption.
A shot in the dark.
A shot of something. There'll be a special extra bit of the episode that will be available at a link below. It's through OnlyFans. It's not sexy. Well, I don't know that yet because we haven't done it, but it's not a sexy thing. There's going to be a thing before the episode that will explain everything. But if you want to listen to that, go follow that link.
If you want to find out where the bodies are, tune in. Although that's the only place I'm going to tell anyone. Otherwise, those families will never have peace. So sign up now.
Just think about that.
They just need closure.
Just
yes,
have a think
they're all
about
dead,
that.
But give them some closure. Tune in.
Phil, do you have anything to plug before we let you
go?
No?
But before I go, I'd just like to sing a little song. No, all good, thanks. Thank you very much.
Lovely. No, thank you for being here. You can
having me.
Yeah, you can follow the show at I've Had a Rosé, where we post clips of stuff. I'm sure there'll be a few little bits of content from this episode going up there
12-minute clips.
12
Perfect for the algorithm.
And we'll see you again for another episode very soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.